The BBQ Today we're cooking up some Braciole at the pit, and it's real easy to do. You're going to need a meat mallet, that's for sure, and you're going to need some meat. This is London broil, and let's put this together. All right, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to slice up some thin cuts of beef. We happen to be using London broil. You want to use a top or bottom round. These cuts of meat look great. They might look tender, but they are not. And as most of you know, you got to braise these for a good long time to get them nice and tender. And here Slasher is cutting them nice and thin, right? And you're also going to need some garlic. So get your trusty razor blade and cut them real thin for the maximum flavor. Now, to be called Braciole, we need a stuffing. So here, Slasher's adding some Italian seasoning to some Romano cheese, to some breadcrumb. Here he's adding some green onions. And we're going to need some more veggies, of course. So we've got some spinach here, all right? And if that bothers you, look the other way, but you need spinach. And here we have those thin slices of garlic. Oh, man, this is going to be good, right? So you mix it up. And we got the basis for our stuffing. Now, if you've never had Braciole before, you definitely got to check it out. It's some real good eating at your pit. And don't forget to salt and pepper up. Here we're using our SPG, which you can find on our website. We appreciate your support, all right? So, stuffing is done. Now, take those thin slices of beef, right, our London broil here, and you pound them out further to tenderize. Make them nice and flat and even. Now, on goes some provolone cheese, our veggie mix. We've got some salami, we've got some capicola, we've got some prosciutto. Use what you have. Some of you might not be able to get these Italian-specific meats, all right? So if you just can get salami or whatever, substitute what you have. It's going to be real good. So, Slasher rolled them up like a cigar and tie them up with some string. Simple enough, right? Just use a simple knot. And here's Slasher's working in below freezing weather, so, you know, the old fingers get stiff, right? So the warmer it gets, the easier to tie, right? Just in case the food cops start whining out there, right? How come it's taking so long to tie those strings? The BS never stops, right? So anyway, tie these up. And the reason we're going to be doing that is not only it keeps everything together, but we're going to be doing a long, slow braise. A long, slow braise to get this beef tender. So again, on goes provolone cheese, the stuffing mix, the prosciutto, that's a kind of a salami there, the capicola, you can use a hot capicola, and give it a wrap. Oh. Now, of course, you could do this many hours beforehand if you got a nice cook going on later with some family and friends. So you get this done earlier. It'll sit well in your refrigerator. Again, look at that. Slow but deliberate. Frozen fingers. That's what it takes to be a pit boy. And then, of course, in the miracle of time, Slasher has rolled up a bunch, and now we want to braise them. So we've got this cast iron pan. We'll hit it with some cooking oil because we want to sear all sides. That brings on some additional flavor, as most of you know, all right? So we'll quickly sear. Oh yeah, look at that. Just flip. Get some good color as much as you can. And of course, you don't want to cook these more than that because you just toughen them up. So a quick sear for texture, for flavor. Then you pull them out of the cast iron pan. Oh, man, I'm telling you, this smells good. Now, with the drippings, just add some beef broth. Yeah, there's a lot of flavor in there. Hit it with some wine. And that kicks it up a notch. And here we have a couple large cans of crushed tomatoes. In it goes. Perfect. Now, give it a good mix. Get all those flavors together. And you bet that tomato sauce we're making here is gonna be good. All right. Now, return those beef rolls or the braciole to the sauce, or to the pan. And this is the hard part. We're going to be braising these or simmering these now for 3 hours. Take a look at that. Oh, 3 hours. Plenty of time to cut the lawn, paint the house, rake the leaves, and this is what you got when you're done. So, grab some of that sauce. We're going to make a fancy-ass plate. You pay the big bucks in an Italian restaurant for, and here you can do it in your backyard, at your pit. Grab some of that braciole. And here we've got some, dry sausage. And you got to check this out. Slasher makes a great dry sausage just like this. All right. That's your side dish right there. Now, let's show you what this looks like. And I'll tell you what. You want to remove the strings in there, of course. Unless you like the strings. And then, of course, keep them. Right? But you can see how real tender this ordinary tough piece of beef is. Just like that. And of course, this is the part where the pit master is going to eat in front of you. And, oh yeah, you're going to need a few of those cervezas too to get through it. Oh, it's good. And Slasher's not apologizing. Good. So to get the ingredients of this recipe, head on over to our website. You should be able to print it out. And salute. This is what it's all about, right? Good times, good friends. So the next time you're looking for a recipe for your pit, check out BBQPitBoys.com.